I'm so grateful for our topic today. Hello, it's New Thought Tuesdays. I'm Dean Regan with my partner in spiritual upliftment, Rich Smith. Today, we're talking about giving thanks. It's Thanksgiving week. Shift your focus, elevate your spirit. Shift your focus, elevate your spirit. So, this whole thing about gratitude, what a great week for it. As you can see, I am not in the Living in Concert with Life studio today. I'm out on the road visiting family, and so grateful to be here. And we're going to be talking about today how gratitude transforms, challenging emotions into powerful creative energy. And that's all we need to talk about today. But we're also going to have practical ways that you can use your appreciation and when to tap yourself on the shoulder to say, okay, time to find something I'm grateful for. So that's what we're talking about today.
Yeah, gratitude, really important. I actually started rewriting again in my gratitude journal every morning and every evening. And I have what was it? The Secret, Rhonda Bird, whatever her name is. And I have a gratitude journal, and it has all their sayings in it from, the movie and stuff like that, of The Secret. And I just write down all my gratitude stuff. It really helps a lot.
And for those of you who don't know, certainly journaling is a spiritual practice that we really support here. And having a gratitude journal is that specific journal or specific place in your journal where you just sit down and write gratitude.
Yeah.
Nonstop for what you are grateful. And if you can't think of anything else, you just keep repeating and repeating and repeating for as long as you have already set aside in your journal to do. 1 page, 10 minutes, whatever works. Oh, speaking about spiritual practice, this promise, I want to share with you the promise that we've got for you in New Thought Tuesdays. Our promise is that in the next 15 minutes, we're going to share with you how to create more of what you want in your life by aligning with that unlimited power that is already within you, me, everybody. And you're going to learn to engage that power. You're going to engage in truth, engage in trust, engage in wisdom, and transform your life even more.
That power is everywhere present.
Yep.
We're talking about gratitude, and in your writing your gratitude list, you can even write down those things that don't seem so great because they could be just lessons that are showing up for you to be able to move forward in your spiritual journey, to strengthen you, and to make you become more aware of who you would like to become or who you're transforming into, so these things that aren't going so good, put those on your gratitude list too, and how they've changed you, how they are changing you, changing your life.
And so, but we're going to start off first and foremost with the idea of identifying what is gratitude. And it is a spiritual power, that expression of that infinite aha, that infinite relief, that infinite appreciation, that positive energy that flows through you when I identify something that just brings me joy, brings me a little bit of joy, brings me a lot of joy. Identifying that which brings you joy shouldn't be difficult. You're a happy-go-lucky kind of person, and you find things that bring you joy. Oh, my phone got an update last night, and it's doing this, this, and this now. It brings me joy. Okay, so I think that's pretty self-explanatory. When you're grateful for something, you identify it, and you express that gratitude.
Yeah.
But the little toehold in here is you can use gratitude, authentic gratitude, for those times when you're not exactly feeling all that grateful. When I don't know if this happens to you, but I choose to do it every once in a while. Those there got my every once in a while, those little, that, do you ever have that that's inside of your head?
Oh, yeah.
I just had that just a few minutes ago. There's this what the heck is going on here? And I went back and I knew what we were talking about today. It's like, come on, Dean, for what are you grateful? And in the process of that, I looked around me and I found things for which I was authentically grateful. And that went away. So it brought me it improved my relationship with myself. I believe it improved my relationship with others. And when my relationship is improved, when I'm uplifted like that, my faith, my awareness of my faith just elevates. And all of a sudden, I'm like, and then I was like, oh, New Thought Tuesdays. Yes, I get to go do New Thought Tuesdays. So
Yeah.
that's the process. That's one of the processes of not just appreciating stuff when it's clear and you want to appreciate it, but when you're feeling that sense of perhaps feeling not in alignment, finding something that you authentically appreciate, even if it's very small,
Yeah.
and allowing that appreciation to work in yourself.
Yeah. You're saying even when you're not in alignment, just to be, grateful and gratitude,
Even when I have a feeling that I'm not in
feeling.
alignment.
Exactly. Because you are in alignment,
Yeah.
the creator of all it is. I call it God, the infinite filmmaker, creating the movie of your life. It's all knowing and it's already has an idea of perfection for your life. And so there is a infinite potential, infinite possibilities for things to shift, to change. So if they don't look so good right now, and when you sit in gratitude, start being grateful for all the things that you do have, knowing that's a prototype for even more good things in your life that the
Because
infinite filmmaker, the creator, has in mind for your life.
that energy is flowing.
Yeah,
You're starting that energy and adding to your awareness of it, and that energy continues to flow,
yeah,
uplifts. I also find it's really good when I get snarky. When I find like I'm making snarky comments, which I sometimes I use humor, and sometimes I find my humor is getting a little snarky. That's when I start walking it back and going, Dean, what are you feeling right now? Generally, there's some sense of pressure or desire for something else other than what I'm experiencing. I use that feeling tone as an idea of is this time for me to celebrate my alignment? As you say, Rich, we're in alignment, and use gratitude as a spiritual practice.
yeah, yeah. We practice that gratitude. We align ourselves with that higher vision of the infinite filmmaker, the creator. Recognizing you start to see all the beauty and harmony that's going around you. It may not be visible at this time because of our limited perspective, but uh, in the mind of the infinite, like Abraham says, that in your vortex creation is already that thing that you desire to create. You just don't see it yet because you're vibrating over here at something completely opposite from that, based on fear, doubt, and worry. So when you sit in gratitude, you release that fear, doubt, and worry. You sit in gratitude, you feel grateful for everything. Then you open yourself up for that stuff that's in your vortex, that stuff that the infinite creator of your life has in mind for your life, which is perfect, whole, and complete. And so, to me, that's what it's all about. It's all about just recognizing that there is a bigger vision for my life right here and right now. And I'm open to it. And through gratitude, I can attain it and get to it.
And I'm going to put in the chat right now for the folks who are here for the inner circle in a few minutes an affirmation. I act from gratitude, knowing my thoughts and deeds are seeds of joy and upliftment in the world. That for me, I act from gratitude, as gratitude, knowing that my thoughts and deeds are seeds of joy and upliftment in the world. They're not just Dean Regan, they're that energy flows. It flows in this earth, in this universe, in all eternity, in that infinite quality. Speaking of the inner circle, for those of you who don't know, Rich and I every Tuesday do New Thought Tuesdays. And we also have a program we call the Inner Circle. It's a membership situation. If you'd like to learn more about how you can dig into this stuff even deeper, go to newthoughttuesdays.com. And if you'd like to have an email that will gently remind you that New Thought Tuesdays is coming up and send you the information, you can sign up for that too. You can also learn about the Inner Circle, where we dig into the joy that we just fall back into the joy of this ancient wisdom, new thought information.
Yeah, yeah. Um, let's talk about some of the. I get some bullet points here that I wanted to talk about.
Great.
And how gratitude invites more and more blessings into your life when you sit in gratitude. It's the whole idea of what you focus on expands, right? And so you can amplify that energy of, let's say, it's abundance that you're looking for, perfect life relationship, perfect, uh, perfect job, way to earn a living, abundance. If you sit in gratitude and be positive about your life, then you're going to attract more positive experiences in that. Uh, um, for example, a screenwriter. Let's say a screenwriter is stuck with creator's block. You're staring at that blood white page. Well, when you start practicing gratitude and thinking that about the stories that you've already told, the screenplays that you've already written, the successes you've already had, isn't that important too? To sit down and be grateful for the successes that you already have had, and then you create more successes in the future. If you're focusing on all of these things that were failures in your life, then you're going to get more failures in your life. It's common sense. It's the way the universe works. What you focus on expands. And what you don't put your attention on just disappears because it has no energy, nothing to hold it into place. It's our mind that holds things into place, right? It's what we think about, we bring about. We talk about that on the Tuesdays.
What you think about, you bring about. And Rich, I love the example of the creative the screenwriter who's wanting to create this screenplay, and you're saying focus on the successful screenplays that you have, and then somebody, the brain is going to come on, well, I haven't really had a successful screenplay. It just focus on anything that you appreciate, any aspect of what you're doing that you appreciate, anything, even the desire to have this award-winning, remarkably successful, held dear by the world screenplay out there, a movie out there. Even that divine desire can bring great gratitude.
Yeah.
That sense that I'm so creative. This is a good thing that I'm even in desiring, even though I don't have it. There is a point of appreciation that can be easily there.
Yeah. Also, here's another point I wanted to talk about too, is gratitude as a daily practice. It anchors you into the present.
Please.
Because you're not thinking about the future. Oh, I don't have this, I want that. Or the past, oh, I already did this. And, the screenwriter, for instance, uh, I've had successes and stuff like that. But when you're in gratitude, you're present in the present moment. Be grateful for all of these things. You're being present with yourself, with your life, with the good things that are happening in your life, and you create more and more of those.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Instead of waiting for that future, scene to unfold in your movie called life, you just sit in the present, grateful. And you can look around you and go, look, I'm so grateful for this computer that I have here and these lights that light me up, and grateful for this microphone so people can hear me. And I'm grateful for the ability to be able to hear and to see and to think.
Yeah.
I mean, little things, grateful for this wallet that's got $100 bill in it. I'm grateful, grateful, grateful.
Grateful. And so you brought a little bit, or at least I was thinking that little bit of the energy of when you're having a physical experience that is unwelcome, something that may show up as a dis-ease, an illness, you can focus on the appreciation you have for that part of your body, which is experiencing and expressing itself in health. So to bring a sense of appreciation, for the body that you're experiencing, the experience of living that you're experiencing. I'm alive and I'm
Yeah.
grateful to be alive.
Grateful that I'm vertical.
Yes.
You know.
Anything else that you want to go into before we move into the inner
Uh,
circle, Rich?
no, let me just look over my notes here. I just had a couple of notes because I thought gratitude. What can we
Yeah.
talk about gratitude here? And also, I work with creators in the entertainment business. And so, I was thinking of stuff like gratitude, it fuels creativity. The more grateful you feel, the more creative you feel. If you're feeling down and out and you're not grateful for things, you're complaining. What's the opposite of being grateful? Complaining. Complaining about things, then you're not going to be able to get creative. I mean, I've been there so many times where I've been wanting, I've been working on a screenplay or working on building my brand on social media. And when I get frustrated with things that aren't working out so well, and I focus on that negative energy, I got to shift it around. My wife, Jen, is always telling me, just get away from it, go for a walk, do something else. And that's another way too, is when you go for a walk, just being gratitude for everything around you.
Yeah.
And you power walk.
Basically, we find ourselves, when you find yourself in a place that you're feeling, that's why we always encourage you to be aware of what you're feeling, because it points you in a direction. I'm feeling positive, high energy, positive, low energy, negative, high energy, negative, low energy. What and the specific words, be aware of that so that you can go, okay, I'm feeling frustrated and unappreciated right now.
Yeah.
Let me appreciate me and all those beings are around me that I can authentically appreciate right here and right now. And then I find myself in situations like New Thought Tuesdays where I'm like, I am doing something that I so love, that I'm so
Yeah.
grateful for. That's another thing that helps bring more gratitude into our experience. Find yourself, create situations and choose situations for which you are grateful. If you're in relationships, you can either be grateful for those relationships. And if under no circumstances can you be grateful for those relationships, then it's a relationship to move away from under every circumstance. I first ask that I identify what is here that is a gift. How is this happening for me?
Yeah.
How can I be grateful authentically for this? And if time goes on and I simply cannot be grateful for it, and I was in a corporate position for a period of a couple of years, it's like, okay, all the spiritual practice that I'm doing is pulling me into a direction that is out this door. I left, for which I was very grateful and continue to be grateful to this day for that choice. And everything has been flowing even more flowingly after that.
So you're saying, let me see if I hear you right, that if you're in a situation and the situation's not making you feel grateful, change it
Yes,
so
either
that into
change
something
your
that's going to make you.
appreciation, change your appreciation. If you cannot change your appreciation and you authentically are going in that you can't change the appreciation,
Get
change the
out.
situation. Bye bye.
Yeah, exactly. I went to electrical engineering school for years, got an associate's degree, and then I worked 6 months as an assistant engineer. And I just didn't like it. I was like, no, this isn't right. This doesn't feel right. And no matter how much I looked at, like, oh, the people are great. I have a family here, and I get to get up every morning and go to work and all that stuff. It wasn't me. Who am I? What am I here for? What is my purpose in this life? And when you find that, automatically gratitude comes in. When you find what you're meant to be doing, when you find that excitement and that joy inside you to do whatever it is, create, whether you're a filmmaker, an artist, a writer, a musician, and when you tap into that and realize that, like I quit engineering, I went to film school, and I found myself, I could be in gratitude. It automatically came to me. I didn't have to look for it. It's just, I was grateful because I was doing what I loved doing. And it felt good. And if it feels good and you're grateful for it, you're going to get more of that.
There you have it.
So I get you. I understand the whole idea of working at something, job.
And there we have it for New Thought Tuesdays today, Thanksgiving week. We're going to go into the inner circle. We've got people waiting to discuss these ideas and share ideas with one another. We hope you will join us. In the meantime, we will see you next week. Go to www.newthoughttuesdays.com and check us out.
Yeah. So every Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern time and 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Yep, that's where
So
we are.
join us on YouTube. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.